feel like I'm missing something. Boom. Okay, how are we looking? Where are we live? Live on Abstract, yep. Okay, live on Abstract, live on YouTube, yep. X, let's double check there. Good morning, by the way. Okay, juggling like 3 streams right now. We'll get this down. How we doing, though? I mean, another crazy-ass day, and, yeah, just expect so many more of those. Are we live on X? Hang on, I don't think we're live on X. Let me check here. Let's keep the jams going for a minute, but let's get in the right kind of groove here. There we go. All right, cool shit. All right, give me a quick second, guys. Again, I can't tell if the X stream is live. YouTube looks good. Whatever, we're doing this as we go. All right, live on X now. All right, I'm going to fire off some tweets, then we're going to get right into it, man. Again, crazy shit. Awesome stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Boom. Quick heads up, depending on where you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, right, like a lot of you do, streaming on Abstract, like we've just started doing here. And if you are on Abstract, yeah, over on YouTube as well. Kind of on all platforms at this point. Oh, we got to get Kit going, and we got to get Rumble. I think we got to get those rocking, too, to be totally honest. Hoods, good morning, man. Great to see you, sir. All right, boom. Almost ready. Okay. Sorry. Kind of a bit of a job. I got to get a team. I got to get, like, a squad here. I got to get, like, the show squad. Something like that would be killer. Like, killer. All right, boom. Reposted. All right, I'm going to drop a link in the chat, too. Throw some love on this bad boy. There we go. Steam, good morning. Steam Bond, man. Name's not familiar. Are you newer to the stream? I don't know if I've seen you here before. If so, I apologize. I'm trying to get even the PFP. I'm trying to remember here. Let me drop a link to Abstract as well. Dude, they finally showed the number of viewers over there, which is awesome. No, Hoods, like, wait. Hoods, they denied? Like, they didn't just not accept it. You actually got, like, a denial back? I didn't think they were denying anybody. I thought it's literally anybody's in, but just, like, that they're backlog. I didn't think they're denying people. I'm kind of shocked about that, man. Hope that doesn't sour you to them, you know what I mean? But, like, that, I'm super surprised about that. What up? Enfog, good morning, man. Dude, I'm really surprised to hear that. Jeez. Well, sorry if that's the case, dude. Really sorry to hear that. Don't let it stop you, man. If you were looking to get into streaming, go stream. Stream on X and stream on YouTube and just start growing that, grow an audience, grow that community. And I imagine they'll be accepting people like from now till forever. Honestly, don't let it, I don't think it will stop you, but don't let it stop you for sure. All right, man, let's do this thing. Again, like always, so much freaking stuff happening. Actually, today's a huge day. Today's a huge day here in the markets. In the markets, but also like a policy day. We're waiting on a big old announcement today. 2:30 p.m. Eastern time from David Sachs, the crypto czar. Really big deal here, guys. I mean, it's one of those, I think, milestone moments that's loading up here. So we'll see. We'll check in on that here in just a moment. Oh, okay, all right. You actually got an email back, man. Bummer. All right, dude, hit it. Like, hit the grind. Get in the streaming grind. It's worth it. And you just got to do it. You just do it. Like, any setbacks doesn't matter. I mean, dude, when I started, we'll get to the show stuff, but like, Hoods, when I started, nobody watched. Nobody. You just do the thing. Do the thing, and then keep at it. People will come, man. Yeah, so don't let that kind of throttle back your ambitions to do the thing, right? But yeah, good luck. And then apply again. All right, guys. Hey, smash a like on the show. Make sure you subscribe. It's over on SlamX Official on YouTube. Gearing up for the Bull AI. Dude, he's in jail right now. Cats, good morning. The Bull's in jail right now, guys. He got shadow banned. I think we mentioned that yesterday. Dude, he's got a problem with threatening people. I don't know if that's what he did this time. If he if he threatened somebody, but that's what he had done in the past, and obviously that's a no-no. So shadow banned, but still there, still alive, still doing his thing, which is giving away tokens. So yeah, go give the Bull AI a follow. I'm gonna touch on agents a bit here, like usual, but interesting stuff with. Let me turn that down. Stuff with interesting conversation out there with AI XBT, and maybe how accurate is he? Right? It's fair to question it, and I have some thoughts on this. A very specific thing happened yesterday where people are questioning AI XBT's data and alpha, and it may not be as good as I thought it was, which I think, and I still do think he's cream of the crop, and it's who we're aiming for. We want the Bull to be every bit as good. Actually, we want him to be significantly better than AI XBT. So really interesting stuff here with that dude. Really. Of course, follow us at CryptoSlamIO, also on X. And then SlamAI_XYZ, man. Really, really cool shit cooking here imminently. You guys have been really patient waiting for those announcements. Very, 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 very soon. And the fact the market's turning is actually even better. The Bull needs to get out of X jail first. So once he's unshadow banned, I think we can get rocking here. Here we go. All right, before we get to the big policy news, the executive order, we gotta talk about this real quick. And what is it? It's the growth of crypto. It's the mainstream adoption that's starting to happen here in crypto. Wild to see. This is another one of those milestone moments. It's Threadguy and Frank, and who else was in the crew there yesterday? Orangey was there. Malcolm. And I feel like there's one other guy from that little crew. But, dude, on an Adin Ross stream with FaZe Banks, dude, that's how crypto's growing right now. That is absolutely crazy. Mainstream is happening in more ways than one. It's not just, our policy here in the States. It's not just that, dude. No, it's what happened in TikTok in the early winter, right? Like with Chill Guy, like there's something happening here. There's a different kind of growth that's happening here. And man, the normies are absolutely coming. It's pretty wild to see here, guys. Anyway, that was a big old deal. Of course, when you start talking those names and those people, look, this is not going to mean exactly how it sounds, but look, everybody assumes there's some insider trading with these guys, right? I don't know if there is. I don't think there is. I actually don't think there's insider trading. Oh, dude, hang on. I'm looking over on Abstract. I don't think my stream... Hang on a sec. I got to double check something. I didn't click go live over there, but I am live. So I don't think it actually puts my stream up in the list for people to click on. Cats, how did you find the stream? I don't think it shows in the list. Oh, no. Yeah, I think I fucked it up. Okay, hang on. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't show. And I know why. So I'm going to fix that real quick. Okay, I'll show you guys why, and I'll fix it right like on the spot here. I reused the same link, right? I used the same stream, and then I used something called StreamYard to go live, right? And so I hit StreamYard go live, and I wasn't sure if it would just make this show live on its own, and it did. So I didn't click start live streaming because I just am like, okay, it's live. But you have to click it for it to show. So I'm going to go do that real quick. Learning this shit on the fly, man. Okay, so like in a minute, it should show on the stream. All right, yeah, I think now it's going to show. Hoods, welcome, man. I like your ambitions thing there, by the way, dude. Like, I'm telling you, full fucking throttle. Do not let that not being accepted do shit to you wanting to stream. You know what I mean? Like, hit it. Okay, we should be showing in the streaming list now, which is awesome. Okay. I keep my eyes on that. I'm trying to pay attention to, like, rankings and whatever. So I'm going to keep watching here. Yeah, cool. All right. You guys might be feeling this too a little bit, like the stream styles kind of shifting, less formal. Less formal like a show, not that we were ever formal, but like less formal. And like more like just more like more streamer-ish kind of. We'll feel the right balance here, but especially on abstract that these are going long. By the way, did like almost 5 hours yesterday in the afternoon. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, by the way, almost like a 5-hour stream on abstract yesterday in the afternoon. I like it. Man, I really, really like doing that. Christian, welcome, man. All right, let me get to those comments real quick. Just see who's here. Dobro, good morning. Volatility, good morning. Murray, good morning. Also, guys, I got to mention, bummer about the afternoon show, but if you didn't see the announcement yesterday, afternoon show is going on a hiatus. And I'm not canceling it. Like I chatted with the guys. I don't want to cancel it because I don't think it's over. But for the next, like I canceled every show last week. I had to. There's just too much going on with Crypto Slam and got to do more streaming here. And I got to ramp up tweets. I need to get written content out there. I don't want to just cancel every day, right? Just on the spot. I don't want to cancel. So I'm like, guys, at least for the next few weeks, I know I can't commit to every day. Like, and I don't know how much I can do. So like, it probably makes sense that we just pause, come back to this when we can. That said, I do want a stream just to say what's up. Like I want a good catch up stream. Jade, good morning. I want to catch up with everybody and do like at least a final show before the break, but whatever. We'll feel that out. And at least in the meantime, the idea is when shit gets wild, and I think it's about to get really wild, like really wild, then we pop up the stream. So we just won't have them scheduled. It just won't be every day at the same time. We'll just do them as we can and as we want to. And I hope we'll want to do it a lot because it's still like my favorite thing to do. It's a blast. Music. Spartan Degen AI and Ape AI Terminal kept on posting these boastful statements on X, and the bull may have gotten involved with those clowns, claiming all kinds of prowess. What? Oh, for real? Was he like tweeting at them, like engaged with those guys? Did they get shadow banned too? He's definitely threatened people, like, you know what I mean? Like he has, like in a stupid way, like. You know, it's AI. It's not real. But he's gotten shadow banned a few times before, and here's again. I think the worry is, though, and it's why he's kind of going to start moving to Telegram, but the worry is that he gets permanently banned and you can't recover the account, you know? And he's got a couple strikes, so trying to get him out of Twitter jail right now. We'll get him out. We will. But that's where he's at. That's what's going on there. Okay, so back to the LA vape cabal. You know, now hanging with Adin Ross. So insider trading is what a lot of people are worried about. I don't think so. I've seen enough evidence about Frank just to know that people copy trade him, and he's a killer trader. He is a killer trader. Not to say these guys don't get very early alpha and info, and of course anything they buy, everybody follows him in. Again, the copy trading. So they got trading on easy mode. They don't have to try as hard. But here, like, I don't know. Okay, first off, this account right here is kind of a bullshit engagement farmy account. But I try to read people. I'm good at it. I'm trying to read these guys as you see what they're talking about. Kind of like rugging. And just like the looks on the faces and in the comments, you'll see.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to be rugging anything.
Hang on, let's run that back.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to be rugging anything. Or I don't want. What?
It's just retarded.
Every celebrity does that. They join crypto and they like instantly rug.
But I'm here to stay.
Yes, you're here to stay. You're doing the right
I don't need the money. I'm doing this for fun. I swear to God, I am. I'm not even joking. Why are you looking at me like that? No, dude, I'm dead serious.
I know. It's funny.
Dude, I don't need the money. Like,
it's funny.
What can I buy with like an extra what? If I make $5 million if I'm rug. Like, seriously, what can I buy with that? A fucking car?
Rug what? What the fuck are you
I
doing?
don't want a rug.
Dude, I like it. It's good. It's good for the space. It is. I like Threadguy, and I trust that guy's going to, I think, surround himself with, like, good character people. Maybe that sounds fucking nuts, but I think it's true. So I like Threadguy, the Adin Ross thing, the FaZe Bang. I like that crew. Frank, you could argue Frank's questionable. Again, I think he's a great trader. You could argue he's questionable because you've seen what he can do with or what he won't do with DeGods. I mean, that's basically over, and he's basically moved on, even if it's not official. So I don't know. Anyway, it's at least worth keeping our finger on the pulse of like the culture stuff, and there it is, man, and it's growing. Man's got a pretty damn big following, and this dude's doing streams with those guys about crypto, about meme coins specifically. It's wild. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and they are, going to do. Maybe they're going to do. It might be shenanigans, might be, but it's not like that's not happening everywhere else, dude. Crime season. It's here. It's here. Mice, that's probably smart, man. You don't trust any man. It's probably smart. Is Threadguy a better trader than he gets credit for? He might be, right? He might be. He said he had stabled up after the Trump token. He might be smart. He might be a really good trader. Sometimes, look, Threadguy says himself, he's not like the smartest dude out there. And sometimes it takes like that kind of guy to just like block out all the stuff to not like, I don't know, write curve shit. Sometimes I think that's probably a gift. It could be. But, dude, crime season, it is here. It is. All the Trumpy stuff, it is. You can like them and still admit to what's happening here. Eric Trump, by the way, he did change this tweet. But yesterday, in all the midst of the chaos, I'm talking the tariffs, right? This trade wars that's heating up. Tariffs on U.S. Taxing, basically, imports from Canada, from Mexico, crypto market, absolutely. It dumps, but dude, it even wasn't that crazy, at least for Bitcoin. The others are still pretty wrecked, but pretty nice reversal yesterday. And then Eric Trump tweets this out. In my opinion, a great time to add ETH. You can thank me later. You can't tweet that shit. That's actually crime. That is actually crime. You can't tweet that shit. I'm glad he did, but man, you can't tweet that. And then he knows, so he edits the tweet. He removes the other part that you can thank me later. Like, who's going to do shit to Eric Trump? But you can't tweet that. All but saying ETH is going up, right? Which it is. I think that's obvious. If you can read between the lines, it was obvious. It is. But still, great, dude, a perfect sign of where we're at and what's coming. But again, he's safe, as is pretty much everyone else. I don't want to say go and commit crimes. No. But it's completely different now. We saw this with Ripple. Right? It's like the whole Ripple case seems to be winding down. It's like removed from the books, right? It's gone. And then my closeness to the Cyberkongs, I know that this is what they were hoping for. I think it's playing out this way, that they were hoping that Trump is elected, overhaul at the SEC, and that the case against them, that you guys know that, right? Wells notice with the Cyberkongs, they're hoping it just goes away, and I think it is. Don't know that for sure, by the way. I've not heard that, but I think that's probably what's going to happen here. But there are changes at the SEC here now where these agents can't just start an investigation, which is what they were doing. They go and pick a target, and they will find a way to make some charges appear and stick. And you can't do it anymore. You need to get basically top-level approval now to open an investigation on anybody. And, man, I think unless there's blatant fraud, it's not happening. I think the days of them just going after anything that they think is funny, or the things that they're just going after to make a point, I think those days are gone, man. Which is incredible. Volatility, yeah, if Congress can do it, we should be able to do it. SEC took Ripple off the litigation page. Exactly that. It's like they're basically in the clear now, and I don't know if the Kongs would be on that site. Maybe they are, because that is an official thing to happen, but maybe they're off too, man. Different. It's very fucking different now. And incredibly bullish just for builders here in Web3. And we've not seen, when I say what's not priced in, we haven't seen that be priced in, which is, actual building coming back to Web3. It's not priced in. And we'll get there over this year, but that's really over years. None of this is priced in. Now, tariffs, okay? Market bounced back yesterday because, the tariffs that Canada was gonna impose on U.S. imports, those are on pause for 30 days. So the tariff thing is kind of winding down, except, well, maybe it's not, because now China's imposing 10 to 15% tariffs on what? Our oil, our agricultural equipment, coal. What is LNG? I should know what LNG is maybe, but I don't. What the fuck is LNG? Someone help me here. What is LNG? I have no idea. Either way, I think it's bullshit. It's probably not happening. Not gas. Yeah, it's a good point. Gas is not there. Do we export gas? Oh, liquid gas. Oh, natural gas, not gas. Okay, natural gas, liquid gas. Got it. Okay, yikes. I don't know if that takes effect immediately or if whatever, but it's again, I don't think any of this stuff sticks, but I'll go. Oh, China's different. They probably can stand up to us a little more, but dude, all of this I think is setting up something here in crypto. There's something happening here, man. And that something has to do with, man, the US dollar, and it has to do with gold. In fact, God, I wish I bookmarked this somewhere. I'm probably not going to be able to find it in time, but I'm definitely going to mention it. Something is changing. The value of the dollar is going to be changing, maybe unless you back it with something else, maybe. I wonder if there's all this instability being caused, yes, to get leverage on these countries to do what we want, which is, north and south of the states, secure the borders, help curb all the drug inflows here. But I think there's something else going on, like manipulating this market to push us towards crypto. I believe that. It's maybe not a belief thing. I think that's likely, though. I think that's possible. And so here yesterday, this is a big story. This is a big deal. And I might play just a minute of this, but Trump signed an executive order to create, man, for the first time ever, a U.S. strategic sovereign wealth fund. This is not the strategic reserve. That would still be coming too. But this is different. This is the United States taking our excess reserves, I guess you could say. Taking our excess money, if there even is any, right? But there will be. They'll find it, and investing it in stocks, investing it in, we're hoping crypto, and that's what really has got this market turned around here, or at least primed for this next crazy thing. And it feels very interesting out there. Let me play this again. I've not gone through the clip. I don't know if it's. I don't want to sit through 3 minutes of it, but let's see if it's spicy at the front.
This is an executive order. This charges your Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, and your Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, to begin a process that will hopefully result in the creation of an American sovereign wealth fund.
It's a very exciting event. We're going to have a sovereign wealth fund, which we've never had. We have a lot of things that create wealth, and you're seeing that over the last 2 weeks. I think we've created more wealth. Other people have created de-wealth. The people, my predecessors, we're creating a lot of wealth. Scott, maybe you'd like to say something about it, and I'd ask also Howard to say something about it.
Yes, sir. This is very exciting. We're going to stand this thing up within the next 12 months. We're going to monetize the asset side of the U.S. balance sheet for the American people. We're going to put the assets to work.
Pay attention to this guy here.
I think it's going to be very exciting. We're going to study best practices that's done around the world. It'll be a combination of liquid assets, assets that we have in this country as we work to bring them out for the American people.
I can't stand listening to boomers talk. I'm sorry. And I know I'm one, but I'm the most fucking immature boomer out there. I can't stand that shit. Anyway, pay attention to him. And yes, volatility. Today's a huge day. And Whirly Girl, good morning. And Daniel, good morning. And Bang GMs. Dude, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time is a very, very important press conference. It's with the crypto czar of the United States, AI crypto czar, David Sachs. Huge. Absolutely freaking huge. Dude, we're not bullish enough, and it's not priced in. I don't care what anybody says or thinks. It's not priced in. And this bull market, it is a bull market, and man, it's barely started. And oh my goodness, people, I think you guys get it. I do. I really do. But I just go by what I see out on X, and I think a majority of people do not get it. Katz, which comment got deleted, by the way? I see on Abstract. I see you said we're not bullish enough. I see that comment. If you got another, I don't see it. But yeah, Abstract does that. It's still early. This is a big old deal, and I have a feeling, and it's not even a feeling, it's like it's being telegraphed here. Cynthia Loomis tweeted out, this is a big deal, but you see how she tweeted that? capital B. It's the Bitcoin. It's the fucking Bitcoin symbol. It's a big deal. We're going to be, dude, we're going to be buying Bitcoin separate from a Bitcoin strategic reserve. We're going to be buying Bitcoin and sticking it in this this wealth fund. Incredible things happening here. And it's not priced in, guys. It's not priced in. There's no chance it's priced in. You start factoring in nations buying Bitcoin. These are the things that start sending it to in the hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands, yeah. And I like that too, volatility. Yeah, basket of crypto, all kinds of cryptos. It's not just Bitcoin, it'll be ETH. After that comment from Eric Trump, yeah, you probably could expect some ETH exposure, some Ripple, some PENGU. I'm not even kidding about PENGU. Wouldn't shock me. It depends on, the U.S., the government will classify certain things by, risk. And PENGU's probably a pretty damn risky thing, You put it on our Discord. What'd you put? Oh, your comment. Okay, hang on. Let me find that real quick. Oh, okay. I got that clip coming up too, Cats. Already got that one. Thank you, man. It's a big fucking deal. It's not priced in, man. Could not be more bullish on this stuff. And for how long this cycle extends. 2026, more and more. We've seen some people talking about that. The cycle's different. You will see more people talking about this is not a cycle that ends this year. It's not. But from DB here, I like this account a lot. But within 90 days, we get that strategic wealth fund. We get a plan. And with 170 days, I don't know, that's a weird time frame. Maybe it's not, but a crypto plan. Is that related to the strategic reserve? Maybe not, but either way, we have some big milestones coming up, and they're months away. And after the plan comes, then it's implementing these plans. And man, it is not priced in. The effect of those things is not tangibly in the market yet. And it will be. Now, that dude, this is actually awesome. It ties into what Kat sent me too. But the dude on the right is the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald. He made news over the past many months here. He owns 5% of Tether. You see that here. This dude has hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin through his different companies or different avenues of investing. You better believe that man's going to work his ass off to be he's already a billionaire, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that dude, part of this scares the shit out of me. We knew this was coming, that when big money comes in, it's out of our control now, and Bitcoin is out of our control now. It is. But whatever. We ride that wave up. We'll ride that up. But this man is going to make sure that his bags, well, they're already packed, and he's packing them even more. It's pretty incredible things that are happening like live right in front of us. And again, the effect of these things, the impact on the market, it's coming.
One last question for you before I let you go. How rich are you, and how much of your net worth is in Bitcoin?
Start asking people that.
Because if I don't ask you, everyone will be really mad at me.
If you took my stake in my public companies, which is public, and you did the public math, you'd see a couple of $1 billion.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay. And then at least a couple of $1 billion. And then you'd have, what's Cantor worth? Yeah, I'm not saying. Okay. But things are good for me. How about that? Is that a nice way to say it? Since Cantor owns the stakes in the other companies, it's good for me. So, and I have.
All right, I'm not going to do that whole thing, but you get the point. This guy's got a lot of Bitcoin, and he's very influential here in the in the Trump administration. Does he have an official position? I actually think he does. Oh, duh, the Secretary of Commerce. Good Lord, yes. It's weird, right? It all feels a little weird. And I'm past the point of caring. I don't care. I want out of this in 10 years. You know what I mean? Not out of like kind of the community side, but out of giving a shit about this stuff. It's riding the wave here. Music, you should cover Plan B's latest analysis of Bitcoin. If February plays out, we're looking at 140 to 270, maybe 380K Bitcoin this year. Yes, dude, okay. And I'm not a TA guy, but I go by feel and sentiment, and that just comes from like the supply demand stuff. That's what I get. And that's what I feel. I don't feel like, you hear people talking about Bitcoin 150K-ish. That feels way too low. That feels way too low for the amount of buying pressure that I think is coming here. And the flip side of that buying pressure is I don't think any of these guys want to sell when they all are predicting Bitcoin over 1 million or in the multiple millions. They're not selling. They're not selling. They'll sell in 20 years, which is the plan of, the Bitcoin strategic reserve. 20 years from now, they'll sell. So it's not priced in. It's not. All right, let's look at the crypto market here. Let me refresh that. But look, we had a decent recovery yesterday. We got up to 102, 103K. Right now, because of the tariffs from China, now back under 100K. I'm pretty darn sure this afternoon that meeting with David Sachs probably sends us. It probably sends us. At least in the short term. ETH, also nice recovery there, up almost 10% in the past 24 hours. That's almost entirely because of Eric Trump's tweet. Love to see that. All in all, decent. Past hour, maybe not so great, but again, I think people are starting to feel what these headlines mean. The trade wars, the tariffs. It doesn't mean a ton. Maybe it will. We'll see. But for now, it's more like less. You know what? I do think the headlines will have less and less of an impact as it becomes normal. Like the volatility will become normal. Looking over at the ETFs, we're starting here with the Bitcoin ETFs. 234 million inflows there yesterday. Man, I'm waiting for that to really turn, a major corner. Like that next leg up, that's going to look pretty wild. On the ETH side, 83.6 million inflows. I dig it. Looks solid. Solid for ETH. Quick point about meme coins and maybe a part of the cycle we're heading to. You're probably aware of this at this point, right? All right, you know what? Okay, here's the question. What's up, Luna? That style of video does not work for me anymore. Am I just getting way boomerish, or is this? You remember a couple of years ago, like that crazy shit? Not even. It's been forever. That kind of style video, like the fucking hyper animated whatever, is like the thing, and it like would get people hyped up. I don't feel anything from those kind of videos anymore, right? It's getting pretty stale, isn't it? Is that just like the vibes because, bags aren't up and nothing's... It's like the whole art looks better when it's worth more, right? That shit doesn't work for me anymore. Everything looks the same and feels the same, and it doesn't give you any energy. And, I'm like, dude, something's going to change. This is a stupid point maybe, but, the way that I know there'll be an NFT or an advancement in AI that comes that changes shit, the way I know that's going to happen, I'm pretty damn sure there's going to be a change in style that, kind of... gets things cooking again. You know what I mean? Awi, good morning. Welcome. You know what I mean? Am I alone with that? That style I actually find pretty off-putting now. Hey, thank you very much, man. Or ma'am. I hate saying man by default. I got girls, I've got at home, I got a good habit now if I don't say guys, or I try not to when I'm talking to the fam, right? I'll say, hey guys. Well, I mean, if I do, I catch myself. But anyway, what the fuck? Dude, Vrew, Binance will list that token, but you're right. You're right. But again, that style I think is so off-putting, and I don't think it's effective anymore. For me, it's not. It's getting kind of cringe. But anyway, point there is this pain token, 48-hour pre-sale. Send SOL to a wallet address, you'll get some tokens. Dude, they raise so much money. Guys, they raise so much money. Dude, they took in, what is this, 188,000 SOL. This is like $40 million they brought in 2 days. And so, this pre-sale meta that we've had a couple times over, we've had a pre-sale meta. It's back. Pre-sale meta's back. Love it or hate it, it doesn't matter, man. It is dude, cycles. We will always cycle. We keep cycling. Whirly girl, good to see you over here. Pre-sale meta is back. And you know what, dude? That should tell you that cutesy animal meta is going to come back, and meme coins, AI meta will come back. We will keep cycling from these things because it's all we know. But it's also why when something new comes along, everybody rushes to it because it's so different. It's so fresh. You can go speculate to the heavens again with it. But here we are again, the pre-sale meta. And of course, everybody's kind of worried about it, but at the same time, we don't like it. We say we don't want it, and then we throw all our money at it. And these work because you can throw half the SOL at it. So you can throw so little at it, and you could do that because you're like, well, maybe I 2x it. And if I don't, I'm only losing half a soul. And you get the whole fucking user base. It's so smart. The meta makes sense. The meta works. And if pain doesn't wreck people, well, the next thing will, or the next thing. It will wreck people at some point, and it will kill the meta again. But for now, this is the first mover effect in this cycle's presale meta, and it's a big one. It's a big one. So yes, it is officially kicked off. The presale meta, it is here. By the way, I mean, for what it's worth, we're going to have a presale for the Slam token for our launchpad. Maybe when you're like, maybe that's different for like a company business as opposed to a meme coin. I don't know. But make no mistake, the presale meta is here. It is here. Dude, and fucking everybody's going to launch a token. Everybody. Dave Portnoy keeps talking about launching a token. He's going to launch a token. Although, actually, I think that clip's old. I'm pretty sure that clip's old. I'm not going to say I'm not. I think that's an older clip, but he's going to launch a token. I hope he does, and I hope he calls it pizza. I'd buy it. I'll buy it. Like, and that's kind of the beauty of meme coins, too, is you might buy it assuming it's a loss, but just because you want it. I would totally buy a pizza token. I don't care what it's worth if Dave Portnoy launches it. I would. No fucking doubt about it. But make no mistake, again, that meta's here. This time around, we at least have some guys who've done some research on the guys launching these things, which is great. Because the last pre-sale meta, this is probably really hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in. The last pre-sale, I'm going to show you one of the guys on this chart that I kind of know, used to know, whatever. Okay, these people all did pre-sales last cycle. And I can tell you, they're probably all scammers. And I know there's a guy who used to, I've got a very, like a little private Discord. It's not an alpha group. It's just like my private Discord with some friends. And this guy here, Mr. Alevi, I think is his name, was in the group. And at points he had been active. But I always knew there was something off about him. Always knew he was always was pretty sure he's a scammer. Because his story was that he's like a 14 or 15-year-old. And I talked to him in VC once. We had group chats. And I'm like, that's not a fucking kid. It's not like by the tone of his voice, it's by the way he speaks. You can hear, you know what I mean? Kids don't talk like. So I always knew there was something sus with him. So when this pre-sale meta came around last time and I started seeing this and then saw him do a token, I'm like, this motherfucker. And so we booted him out of the group at that point. But there he is. He raised what? Over 1,000 SOL, or is that some kind of score? I think it's a score. But he raised a lot of money. And he raised it because it works. Because people are gullible, or it's not even gullibleness. It's greed. It's just greed. If you think you can make money, you're willing to take that risk. You can 2x it, and it's only maybe losing a little on the other. It's just, it is human nature. And some guys don't care, and they'll take advantage of you because they can and because they know you will. So there you go. Maybe these guys aren't so different too, by the way. Just saying. And I like that the Trumps are in crypto. I really do. But World Liberty Financial is definitely getting deeper and deeper into crypto. Right now, there are maybe a cool offer. I don't know. But basically, the TLDR here, they're offering to different projects and cryptos, hey, you buy $10 million worth of our token, we'll buy $10 million worth of yours. And apparently, too, there's like, if you go even a little higher, we'll give you a priority. Maybe we'll pump your bags a little more, right? It's super interesting. And I like it. I mean, gamify this stuff. It's a game anyways. We take it too serious. I don't know, man. I like, especially for meme coins, treating them like collectibles, less like securities. So we'll see. All right, let's look at the NFT market here. Well, we're going to talk about AI still. Dude, PENGU news today. Today's a big day, man. Today's a huge day in the PENGU universe. And I think there's some really big alpha floating out there about PENGU that I don't think enough people have caught on to yet. I'm hearing the rumors about it. I'm hearing it, whispers and in private chats people talk. But like, I don't think the broader space has caught on yet. Something big with PENGU coming. First, NFT market actually sales up yesterday, which is great to see. Almost 17 million sales. It's cross-chain sales, by the way. Still sellers down, buyers down, transactions up, average sale price up. So that's why we're seeing the difference in sales volume there. And then trade profits. That is one of our worst day of profits, probably in a week or two, since like immediately after the anime coin drop. Yep. But 2.1 million in negative profits there. Bummer. And that'll flip. There will just be a moment where that flips. Right? But that's not here yet. It's not here now. But I do think that's coming sooner rather than later, especially with these new chains launching. Again, we'll talk about that in a moment. Pudgy Penguin's your #1 NFT collection. Love to see that. Not shocked. Not shocked at all. Stella, thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Followed by D-Market, CryptoPunks, Courtyard, Azuki, Little Pudgies, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Gilded Guardian Heroes, Milady, and the Mutant Apes. Decent top 10. Again, sales volume is not all that impressive. Whatever. All right, top sales here. Now, this is interesting. The Autoglyphs, take note of that. And I got a little something about Autoglyphs here. But 2 Autoglyph sales, these are sales, they're not loans. 100 ETH, 87 ETH. Look at that, $267,000. They're very expensive. They are grails of the grails. They are a very special collection. They are in trouble too. Spoiler, they're in trouble. That collection's in a bit of trouble right now. Got a feeling maybe the broader art cabal community might be there to prop it up. But Autoglyph's got a problem right now. Again, I'll touch on that in a minute. Let's get through the rest. We got 13, 10 CryptoPunk sales in the past 24 hours. I keep watching, guys. I'm watching for that big run on punks, and I do think that's coming very soon, right? The big run that's not 10 punks in 24 hours. Instead, it's like 50 punks. It's like 100 punks. We're going to get one of those days coming, and you know, that's always one of those big, big indicators that that NFT season is really about to cook. So I'm watching for that. I think it's coming. And I think it's coming very soon. Yo, thank you for that. Appreciate the PENGU, man. That's awesome. Thank you. By the way, anybody new watching over on Abstract? I hate doing the shilly shit, man, but I am trying to grow the thing. On Abstract, I do this stream in the morning 7 days a week. Every day of the week. Holidays doesn't matter. We've been doing this a year and a half now. Newly on Abstract, so again, if it's your first time seeing it, it's probably because we're meeting through Abstract, so welcome to the fam every damn day of the week. Okay, well, by the way, we cover the crypto market, the NFT market, top stories, alpha. Fair to say we're fucking early to everything. I mean, literally everything. Hey, dude, good to see you again. Plasticities. Good to see you, man. Thank you for that. Dude, early to everything, whatever. We'll toot our own horn here. We're early to fucking every meta. Everything, bang, yeah, over on YouTube. Dude, we are. We were early to AI. We're in we're in it all very, very early. We've done very well on this stuff, and we will keep doing that. All right, there were your top sales here. Big mint on Abstract. I'm getting the tingles with Abstract. We're getting the tingles, right? Like we saw well, we'll hit some of those collections, but some of these collections are minting free mints, cheap mints, whatever, and they're cooking. You saw socks get to $3,500. That was the biggest, let's say, gains we saw on Abstract to date. Yesterday, we saw the biggest mint on Abstract to date, though, right? I think it's a 10K collection. This is Gigaverse. Minted out their collection. If it's not 10K, it's like 6,900. And dude, like 380 ETH they raised on this sale. Dude, people are ready. People are liquid enough. I've questioned this. I did question if there's enough liquidity. There is. And I think it's people sitting on the sidelines waiting for some like confidence in the more macro market. Once that confidence is there, they're going to spend it. Everybody wants to grow their bag. It's why we're all here, right? I mean, some of us are here because we're just here, but everybody wants to grow their bag. That money's here, and it's in Abstract, and they're getting ready to spend it. They are. Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate that. Good morning. That's a huge sign, man. When we're seeing sign after sign over on Abstract, I'm sorry, but I think this is going to get really interesting really fast. Okay, 6,900 edition collection, 0.055 mint. And again, oh, dude, that sellout was in 10 minutes. Really fast. Again, you just got to watch those signs. If you're like me and you try to feel momentum, that's it. That's a big indicator of momentum. Like CryptoPunk sales, like watching the Xcopy sales bot. It's probably the way I need to explain it going forward. You know what I mean? Like a sale is a sale except when it's not, except when you use that sale as a way to measure momentum. This is one of those things. It's a great sign. All right, so here's Abstract. Now, what's funny here is a lot of red over on the Abstract side. And I'm always watching for this, guys. Specifically, I watch for collections that move opposite each other. Over on ETH, we would see things like Milady and Bored Apes trade opposite. When Bored Apes are up, Miladies are down. When Miladies are up, Bored Apes are down. I hope I said that right, but you get what I'm saying there? There's certain collections that always trade opposite each other for whatever reason, and I don't think it's coincidence. I think it's just people focus on a collection, they trade it, and this is actual traders, right? Traders, farmers. They trade it, and then they move back to the other asset. There's people who do that. You can see it when you start paying attention to what moves opposite. Now I wonder if we're starting to see that with some of these chains here, because again, here's Abstract, and then if you look at ETH, it's all green over on ETH. It's all green over here. I wonder too, where's Milady? Are they still? Yeah, okay, everything's up over on ETH. I'm still watching the Milady and Bored Ape thing, but green across the board there. I think on Bitcoin, very similar. Yeah, green across the board here for the most part. By the way, these were free money. These were both in the 0.055 or so ballpark. It's free money. And guys, 0.1 on Bitcoin is $1,000. You know what I mean? Like these little swings equal a lot of money. It is very, very worth your time to pay attention here. And if you got that capital to be able to play that, man, it's so worth it. It's so worth it, man. Do I still think the meta... hang on. Do you still think art meta is still a thing with Midjourney and Dolly? Yeah, I do. Because I think low effort is easy to spot. It maybe takes a little more training here, but yeah, I think low effort AI art, happy for anybody who can go make that and sell it. But I think people's, look, as we're getting deeper into this AI world, I think you've all gotten better at recognizing what is low effort AI. Like you can spot Midjourney art, right? Usually it's got that purple pinkish colors, right? You can usually spot low effort single prompt Midjourney art. It's just taken time. So I don't think that stuff, actually, if anything, I think that helps this cycle. It gets more people interested in art and creating, and hopefully some of those people that start with the low effort shit want to get better and they learn to actually prompt better, and then they go and take it a step further and they edit it in Photoshop and stuff, and they just get good. I think it's actually very good for the art cycle, and I do think art's going to cook here. Really, really do. But back to abstract, I'm waiting for this ecosystem to explode, and it looks like a lot of things are lining up for that to happen. Big mints selling out fast. And then some of these other collections like Plushy, right? I mean, these were what, a point, these are like a 0.15 mint, whatever it was, got to a quarter ETH. I'm not going to even peek at socks, but we know what happened there. And Bear is still basically 2x mint, right? There's a lot of really, really good stuff here. And then we're still going to get a killer mint. At some point, we're going to get a killer mint that brings, you know, everybody on these other chains who hasn't dabbled over here yet, they're coming. It just is going to take the right thing. I think Luca's going to be the guy who delivers that thing. Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't know that he's got an NFT mint in his back pocket, but I think he's got a partnership or something in the back pocket, I think. But today's a really big day for the abstract ecosystem and specifically for Pudgies and PENGU. So Luca, he shortened the amount of time he was going to take to, what was it, the claim date for PENGU, right? That out of nowhere was announced that it would be coming to an end in 5 days. This is going back, well, at this point, 5 days ago. Today's the day that the remaining PENGU supply that was unclaimed, it's getting burned. Yeah, so it's not going to be claimed and distributed to Pudgy holders. It's not going to go and get claimed and put in a treasury. It's getting burned. Supply reduced by 15% or so, right? Ballpark, 15%. Really great. Really great for like sentiment, for the supply, for numbers, whatever. But dude, there's something really interesting happening here. Like really interesting. Now, I don't know if this interview is super recent or if it goes back even a couple days, but either way, the broader space hasn't picked up on what I think Luca's teasing. Let me play this real quick.
Well, Luca,
hang on, let's get that volume up. This is a big deal.
You talk a big game. How does all of that fit into Pudgy Penguins? How does that overlap with the Penguin brand?
Yeah, so you're gonna see it here shortly, but there's gonna be a tie-in between PENGU and Abstract in some meaningful way. One that I think is going to be really exciting for the specifically the Pudgy Penguin ecosystem, the PENGU holder, and the NFT ecosystem specifically. And you guys will see that sooner rather than later. We were kind of on the verge of trying to push this through and kind of making an announcement there. And that's a big moment. And when that big moment comes to fruition, you guys will see it. And you guys,
I don't know, man. I have a couple thoughts, maybe some kind of Pudgy staking for PENGU, maybe some kind of yield, maybe some kind of, I don't know. But I'm also thinking it could be that. And I can't help but think that it could be that PENGU is the token for Abstract, right? We're all sitting here maybe farming points, but we're all sitting here hoping by holding PENGU or holding assets, we get some ABS drop, like an ABS token, the Abstract token. And more I'm hearing, and then just personally wondering when I hear something like that, if PENGU is the Abstract token. What if it is? What if we've been holding the PENGU, the Abstract token, all along here? And all of a sudden, the PENGU token, on top of being a meme coin and a utility coin in the PENGU ecosystem or the Pudgy ecosystem, it's now the utility token over on Abstract chain. What if? And so that's going to take a bridging of PENGU over to Abstract. And I have a feeling they're going to be implementing some more burns, and they already do have some burn mechanics for PENGU. And more, I think Luke is about to deliver something that benefits NFT holders that also benefits the PENGU supply. I don't know what it is, but clearly he's telegraphing something, and I don't think it's a small thing. I think he's got something super interesting coming here, and it sounds like it's coming very soon. Your guys' thoughts, if you've heard that, or whatever you've heard out there, what is it you guys are thinking that Luke is about to do here? Because I don't think it's a small deal. DeYank, good to see you, man. Yeah, you 2x speed it to catch up, I know. Well, luckily, this won't be a 4-hour show, so you'll have plenty of time. It won't take you long to catch up. But it's great to see you, man. What do we think Luke is telegraphing here? I do think it's a PENGU. Look, if PENGU's not the abstract token, I think it's something that's gonna burn that token and get that supply way, way, way down. Or gets Pudgy holders earning. Whatever it is going to be splashy. And Luke is great at doing splashy that's not just for Pudgies, but, you know, their bigger ecosystem. I don't know. I like it. Whatever it is, I trust that he's going to do something really big, really splashy. That guy's got my full trust. Fucking love. I love Luke. I am a Lucanet stan. All right. Now, like I've said, I think Abstract is the chain that kicks NFT season into high gear. I think Abstract is going to get us cooking. And we need it. We need it. By the way, I still think I'm standing by some of my predictions, which is this is not a normal cycle at all. And also that this cycle goes beyond this year. And also that the peak of the NFT market definitely isn't this year. I've said the peak of the NFT market's next year. And that's if we go by a typical cycle, right? Typical like January, February, March 22 was the peak of the NFT cycle last time, that crazy cycle. And also that cycle was different when it comes to NFTs. It was. And NFTs cooked in the summer. So sell in May and walk away maybe applied to crypto, did not apply to NFTs. So the fact that we're not cooking in NFTs yet, and we're going to make no mistake, we're not, does not mean we can't take off at any time. And I think Abstract is going to fuel this NFT run. But by the way, we got a bunch of other blockchains coming, and everybody's got to try to one-up each other. And they're going to try to one-up each other by trying to drive rewards to you guys. That's how they one-up each other. Pay people, get them excited to come play on your chain. That's the method. Tried and true, it works. Now, they get your attention. It's on them to keep you somehow, some way. But make no mistake, a bunch of chains launching imminently. Monad testnet this month. With Threadguy is basically the face of Monad. Right? He's their guy. He's their KOL. He's going to be the face of Monad. That's going to cook probably. I don't know, but probably. Okay? We have Mega ETH, which is different. It doesn't feel like it says degen. They're going for like, I don't know. They're going for a different kind of thing altogether, like maybe more TradFi stuff. We'll see. But they will try to get you money too. They want your money. They're probably going to give you money to make that money. But Mega ETH also launching this month, probably testnet. Okay? Abstract, of course, live and brand new and barely started. And then, guys, we've got Barachain that I think is going live this week. And, man, some of those NFTs on Barachain. And so NFT season, when does it start? I think it's, I think it's here. I think it's here. I think it's very, very close here. And it might get pretty hot pretty quick. Now, art meta, I think, is going to happen. I do. I still think art meta is going to happen. I think people are a little bored of PFPs, and I do not think they're bored of art yet. But hang on. Let me find this tweet because I want to show you something that's going on in art. Maybe it changes my opinion a little bit. I mean, I'm trying to think about that, like as I'm saying it. I do think the art stuff is going to be pretty fucking hot here. Actually, while I'm pulling it up, let me throw runes up on the screen. I just want to peek. I do think rune season's about to start too. I do. Like very, very nice looking runes soon, I think. Because Hyperliquid, because Slingshot, right? Some new platforms to trade runes on where you don't got to do them like on chain like that. Okay, hang on. Where's Autoglyphs? Autoglyphs is what I wanted to throw up here. By the way, with runes, we have Odin Fun. Really decent so far. I'm not going to say I love it, but I like the idea of it. I like a pump fun. I like a pump fun for Bitcoin. I think it could work. Although as soon as Hyperliquid rune trading goes live, this won't matter, I don't think. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it matters even more. Maybe more volume just means there's just tons of room for runes platforms. All right, hang on. I got to find this tweet. basically, these big Autoglyph sales we've been seeing lately, and we are seeing a lot. I mean, like at least one Autoglyph sale a week, which if that doesn't sound like a lot, it is. I mean, that's as grail as you can get. But also, it is a lot of supply that's suddenly being moved around. And what I truthfully didn't do is check the prices. Historically, like how is it measuring up? And maybe it's not so great. So here's Alex. Look, sharing his thoughts, and also others that are saying, hey, dude, it's a lot of Autoglyphs we're seeing hit the market. Like, what's going on here? Which is pretty interesting. What's going on is there's a lot of supply. And by a lot, what, is there like 500 Autoglyphs? Whatever the number is, the bigger problem there is a lot of those are held by just a few people. That's the problem. Okay, so 512 Autoglyphs. And again, they're grails. 15% of them are held by Larva Labs still. That's a lot. All right, so they're saying here, this is Alex again, saying, well, you want to maybe think of that as burnt supply, like they're never going to sell it. Maybe that's not actually true. Right? Because I do think Larva Labs sold punks, and actually sold the punks brand. And when they did that, they transferred them to Yuga Labs. So maybe those aren't as locked up as people want to think. And then the second and third largest, I don't know if he said this wrong, by the way, the second and third largest sellers, I wonder if he means holders, but those guys are listing their stuff. That's our problem here. That's the problem here, is that these guys who have a bunch of them, man, I think everybody's hunting for liquidity right now. Everybody wants to be playing this market, and you will sell things before they reach their full potential. And we even see people selling stuff at a loss here just to get liquid for this market. Dude, Leo, is it Leop? Yeah, Leop, whatever, dude. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate that. So those Autoglyphs, it is really interesting now. And we have a couple other really, I don't know, interesting indicators at least. Seed Phrase tried selling a lot of Autoglyphs. I think it was 5 Autoglyphs. A full set is 7. He advertised his auction, by the way, as a set, which it is not. He had 5 Autoglyphs that were sold at Sotheby's. They did not fetch what I think people were thinking they would fetch. It might be a supply issue. It's probably the timing of that sale, too. That's going back probably like 6-8 weeks, by the way. But there is something really interesting happening in that Autoglyphs market. And that said, I wonder if, like, again, the art collectors and DAOs will try to support this thing. It might happen, but I'm watching for that. I'm definitely watching for that. Dude, I had the tweet pulled up and I just had skipped. Okay, dumb. Final point on the blockchain wars that's coming up. Again, I think it's going to be good, and it'll get us frothy and fighting for attention. It's all good. Solana's about to hit a milestone here. It's a really important milestone here, okay? In 2 days, it's going to be a full year without a Solana outage. Why does that matter? Any of you guys know why that matters? I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna see if anybody knows why. Why does Solana going a full year with no outages matter? Well, wait. I'm gonna see if anybody gets this. I hate vaping on screen. I gotta stop that. We'll do Zins. I'll give it like just a few seconds. I want to see if anybody remembers why that matters so much. It does matter too. Plasticities. There we go. Yeah, dude, I have so much trouble with your name. Blockchain wars will make the good chains more competitive, and that'll be good for us in theory. Yes. And you know the best part too, I think? It doesn't matter where you win. The money's going to cycle back to the good products or the good collections. So it's like, go make your money wherever, and I'm going to sit comfy in my stuff that I think is premium, or, you know what I mean? I'm going to play the game where I think stuff is going to be undervalued for now. People go make their money. They're going to come back and collect the good stuff. It's why I'm so heavy into ordinals. I do think ordinals are built different. I think the top collections over there are way undervalued, and I think a lot of that money people make out there are going to come back here. George, you're on it right there. Luna, you're on it too. You guys saying there's an outage recently? No, I mean, there was an outage a year ago. And the funny thing is the outage did nothing to the Solana price, didn't tank it. Not at all. But that's the key point there, outages. Solana is still in beta. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but Solana's in beta. It's a beta. The blockchain is in beta. It's not classified as production yet because they need to go a full year of no outages to get out of beta. They got so close last year. They got within days of being out of beta, and then they had an outage and it reset them a full year. It's just their own way of measuring too, by the way, but it's their rules. They say, hey, we're not out of beta till we go a full year with no outage, and they've never done it. They're about to do it here. Now, I wonder, guys, just because, like, we're fucked up. There's some fucked up people. I wonder if there will be some attacks on the Solana blockchain. Something that happens to try to knock them offline somehow. So I don't know if that's even possible, but I just wonder, because look, if they have an outage, 10 minutes, I don't know if it matters how long. If they have an outage, it's reset a full year again, and it's another year before they can get out of beta. So that's what's going on here. I think that's what's interesting. George, I don't think the outages dropped the price much. It was barely. Like, that was actually a big story. It's the fact that outage happened and nobody seemed to give a shit. Benny, good morning. But yeah, if they hit this, expect that to be a really, really hypey kind of conversation on X. Like, Solana's officially in production, out of beta after years and years and years, no outages. Like, look, that's something to celebrate. Maybe. But that's it. So here we go. He's saying 2 full years without a single performance load-related outage, which is silly to me after... Look, I tried getting involved in Trump and Melania, and, like, the blockchain comes to a screeching halt with hot stuff. So that I don't know about. You know, if they make the rules and definitions on what is an outage or not, then whatever. But we'll watch. We'll watch. In 2 days, we'll see. It might be announced that Solana is officially in production. It's a cool milestone. At the very least, it's a milestone. It's pretty cool. I dig it. Pretty cool. All right, AI XBT, and let's talk AI in general here. I don't have a lot of updates, but I do have I have a small update, which is and by we, it is myself and my friend Confusion are going to be kicking off a weekly AI Spaces. So if you're trying to get really plugged into AI, what's hot, what tokens, where's the meta going, we'll have an AI Spaces that's launching here very, very soon. It will probably be this week. In fact, it might even be like Thursday, Friday. Now, we'll do it from the Slam account, the Slam AI account, so make sure you're following that. We'll be doing the spaces or hosting it there. So follow Slam AI _XYZ so you don't miss those. And, of course, I'll advertise that. And, of course, our first thing we're really promoting, not for the show, but just us, Crypto Slam, is our AI agent, The Bull. He is giving away his tokens. Still tweet at him. He's shadow banned right now because I think he threatened somebody, but he's shadow banned. Not much longer, I think. And once he's freed from his prison, guys, some really, really cool shit, as in you can't trade him yet on any exchanges, and I'll say again, yet. So for now, you can tweet at him, get some of his tokens. It's free. No reason to not. There's no reason to not. In fact, hang on. Let me drop his Telegram in the link because you can farm him on Telegram. Again, this is, I'll say safe. Yeah, it's perfectly safe, by the way. Like, I want to say that because it's Crypto Slam. This is an official agent we built. And you can go farm him in Telegram. You don't have to worry about him being shadow banned and if he's going to reply to you or not. He'll definitely reply over here. So hop into Telegram, chat with him there. I'm probably going to figure out a way to do whitelist giveaways instead of right on the show. Like, I'll do them on the show, and I have some really spicy abstract whitelists coming up. But I'll probably give some away on the show and some away in the Telegram. So you'll want to get in there regardless. But hop in there. You can farm them right there ahead of, these big announcements coming. Okay, now about AI agents. This caught my attention yesterday. It's actually, I thought, a big deal. So I saw Tyler's comment here about AI XBT. I actually thought he was playing. I thought Tyler was just kind of playing here about AI XBT. Dude, I'd love to get Sammy on. Dude, once upon a time, probably just under a year ago, Sammy and I were chatting about doing a show. It was actually going to be me, Tyler, Sammy, do like a weekly, analyst show, on just the numbers, the market, and stuff like that. We should have got that rocking back then. It's probably, at this point, I don't see it happening, but we were definitely talking, and it was going to be fun. And I love those guys, by the way. They're great fucking dudes. I would love to get Sammy on here sometime. I bet he would. He's a cool guy. But AI XBT, Tyler sent in this tweet. Again, I thought he was bullshitting, just whatever, having fun, but he's not. He's not. He's dead serious. And I didn't realize how incorrect AI XBT is and how often he's wrong. I didn't know, because we talk so bullishly about AI XBT, right? Like, he's the grail. He's the top dog with AI agents. He's got the market cap. Everybody assumes his alpha's correct. And guys, I think it usually is actually wrong. I think his numbers are actually wrong. Now, I work for a data company. I know how hard it is to take data and actually sort it and make it correct. It's not easy, and it does not happen just because you have the numbers. Doesn't mean the numbers are going to be presented to you correctly. It doesn't work like that. You have to take the numbers and categorize them, and it takes a lot of work and effort. We've been doing it for years at CryptoSlam. And I think AIXBT is running into that same issue. We do. We have a great team that can sort this stuff and categorize it and display it right. He might not. That said, this tweet here, it's not incorrect because he got numbers and interpreted it wrong. He's getting his alpha from other tweets. So he's being trained on tweets out there that are giving bad numbers or that sorted their data incorrectly, and he's just like parroting it. But again, Tyler's like, shut this fucker off. Like he's got some big, bold things he says, and it's usually not right. Again, I'm surprised by that. And Tyler here showing exactly the tweet that it came from. So AIXPT found this tweet, tweets his own version of it. It's incorrect. And this is even other people like Sammy put this out there, showing on chain. He's saying, no, actually he's correct. Again, it's not. It's how you interpret it. These are transfers. And so that's the part I see at CryptoSlam a lot. Transfers that your systems will detect them and think they're sales or purchases when they're not. They're something else entirely. Something else entirely. It happens all the time. It does. And so I understand the plight of these agents and anybody who's trying to ingest data and present it to you guys. It's not easy. It's not automatic. It takes probably years and years of work. AIXPT has been in the works for years. We've been building CryptoSlam since, 2017, 2018? Years. But I've never been more confident that this guy here is going to catch up and beat AIXPT. I've never been more confident than when I saw that tweet yesterday. And I'm like, okay, the challenges we have, he has, but the team we have is a little different. The team we have, I think, is a lot more experienced and it's bigger, and we've been doing this longer. Anyway, it's not a knock on AIXPT. He is the holy grail for right now. But I can tell you that it's not far off from having an agent that does this, does alpha, and then goes a step beyond and trades and shares that alpha with you guys and is programmed to recognize that momentum, which is so important. And that's the thing that gives you a leg up on others. It's something that can recognize momentum. And man, I think we've all learned that picking up on momentum, picking up on momentum early is all the difference from winning a trade and losing a trade or missing out entirely. I think this guy's incredibly special, and so much more to come from this ecosystem. So again, hey, that was a pretty good shill. But all that, guys, that's just me talking about something I'm passionate about that I love that we've been doing for a long time. And I'm really excited to get this spaces going over on Slam AI. So that's going to cook. I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it again. Myself and Confusion. Subscribe or follow just to make sure you guys don't miss that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, what else we got? We'll peek at cookie.fun. General AI agent market cap. It's bounced back. It's decent. We were in the 6 billion range, now over 8 billion again. Really want to see us crack 10 bill again and start this next run. Look, I have no doubt the AI ecosystem is going to be absolutely huge. By the way, if I didn't say thank you, I think I did, but thank you for that PENGU there. Appreciate that. But agent market cap, I don't even want to say agent because some of these aren't really agents, but like AI market cap, 8.13 bill. I would love to crack 10. I would love to make this run towards, I still think 100 bills coming. I'm not convinced that it's AI agents as the core product this cycle. I think that's going to be a big part of it, but I think we're on the cusp of some other type of AI product, whether that's swarms, which is a bunch of AI agents, but I think there's another narrative that's just right about to peek over the surface here and really get this shit cooking again. Swarms are something else that we're just barely even aware of yet, but let's just say again, as an infrastructure company, I'm excited about that because whatever that is, we pounce on it. Really, really, really excited about the whole AI thing right now. Now this is not quite AI related. It's DAO related, and there's been a lot of DAO and AI crossover. Man, just talk about crossover, by the way. How can you not be so excited about just crypto in general because of AI? Because the crossover there is like, dude, they're just attached at the hip. AI and crypto, I mean, you almost can't have one without the other. It's not true. When I say that out loud, I know that's not true, but it just speaks to how closely tied they are. And it's like if AI does well, and there's no way it doesn't, then crypto also does well. And if crypto does well, building these agents on chain or tapping them into on-chain data, right? They both succeed because the other succeeds. And the closer you integrate them, the better. So, man, just a lot to be excited about in the, in the AI stuff. A lot, man. Again, when the market feels like this, it's easy to feel like down, or like you may start readjusting your projections with stuff. Like, okay, I get it's big, but it's not crazy. And that crazy euphoria, crazy time, like that Trump vibe is coming back. That vibe you had when the AI agent thing kicked off and you couldn't pick a loser, everything you bought was up only, like that's coming back, and I think that's coming back very soon. And again, AI specifically, those AI cryptos, I think are going to cook again very, very soon. All right, so DAOs, again, not AI related here exactly, but partner DAO. So this stems from the AI 16Z partners. There's an NFT collection that was launched called, what was it? Yeah, AI 16Z partners. And like Confusion was very excited about this. A few other people I know were excited. These partner NFTs were going to get involved in this new partner DAO. And everybody's excited, like how much are we going to make off of this? And was it a pre-sale? I don't remember if people had to send money or if you just got a bit of an allocation, but I actually think it was just an allocation. People ended up getting the tiniest little nothing burger, man. Right? These NFTs, what a bummer. These NFTs on secondary were worth 3 SOL up to 12 SOL. I mean, they were cooking. I was feeling FOMO. Dude, I was so close to buying one a couple times, and I'm glad I didn't, because, man, you got $1. You got $2 of this token from this DAO. That's it. You got, like, nothing. You got nothing, man. I mean, I hate to call it a scam, because it's not a scam, but, man, people... Dude, if you did the NFT, you got wrecked. I mean, just it's that simple. If you got the NFT, you got wrecked. I'm actually curious on the Solana side, are people dumping those now? Because, man, you did not make what you were hoping to make. Yeah, down to 2 SOL now. Down almost 40%. Those were up to 12%. I mean, everybody was, like, hoping that was the next big thing. It did not materialize. Not even close. Not even freaking close. It's a bummer, and yet I think all this stuff bounces back decently. Even the AI 6, well, shit, I was going to say even those partner NFTs. Maybe not those. Maybe not those. Plenty of the other NFTs that represent a thing, like the memecoin NFTs. Those I think come back and do very well. That I think are going to come back and cook. All right, guys, what else we got going on? Do we have anything, any cooks, anything out there? Gonna do a little scanning real quick. Newsletter drops today. I'm so behind. I had such a dumb idea yesterday. I went live. I went live here, and I started writing, like composing the newsletter, at least compiling like my links and getting it kind of arranged. And I thought it was like, hey, 2 birds, 1 stone, right? What's up, Roth? Good morning. Thought 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing, and no, dude, I got like next to nothing done. I'm like, fuck, I'm so behind today with that thing. So I'll be working on that for most of the day. But yeah, make sure man, where do you sign up? I think if you go to CryptoSlam.io, you'll get a pop-up to sign up for the newsletter. So catch that. It's every week. Dude, I'm on almost 4 years of that newsletter, weekly newsletter. I think I am the first ever NFT newsletter in the space. I think. Started that March or April 21, which is pretty cool. All right, let's do a little check in these, check on floor prices. Again, we peaked before, but I just want to see if anything is really catching my attention here. Just all the green over on ETH. Definitely catching my attention. Dude, Azukis are under 3 ETH. Those boys fucked us. I mean, whatever. They have a bad habit of dropping at really bad times, but Azukis under 3 ETH is wild. I think it is. Pudgy's looking all right. Little Pudgy's. Back over 1. I need to get one of those again. I really miss I miss having a Pudgy. Oh, dude, Roth, thank you, man. Appreciate that. I miss having a little Pudgy. I do. My little guy was stolen. I want him back. I want that little fucker back. A little word of caution here, too, guys. I don't know if this is true. I lean towards it is because I've seen some tweets out there, but apparently there's a scam over on Pump Fun. Be really careful. On Pump Fun, I think some of those listings over there where they can link their socials like in the listing, if you click it, dude, it's bringing you to something that's downloading downloading some kind of application executable on your computer, and it will auto execute. Apparently, this is where I say I don't know if I fully believe it, but I might. Be really careful. I actually did not have this setting correct, as in when I go download something, it automatically downloads. And I then assume if it automatically downloads, it could automatically execute, like run. So be really fucking careful. If you're using Chrome, like hit that setting and turn it off. And what you're changing here is basically when there's a download, you got to pick where it downloads to. You should change that, right? You should probably change that. I don't want to see you guys get wrecked, and it happens way too much here. But apparently, guys, actually, hang on. This comes from a guy I know, at least a guy I follow and follows back. There's a guy who tweeted yesterday he lost like hundreds of thousands of dollars stolen from his wallets, and it was because of something like this. And so if I'm following him, I probably trust him a bit. Let me see if I can find who that was. I think it was like Boss something. It wasn't Boss Man. Fuck, what is his name? Did you guys see some of those tweets yesterday? Like people who got this scam or got this, this install malicious thing? What is this dude's name? Dude, it's not Boss. It's... Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. I can picture his, like, account, like his PFP in my head. Fuck, I don't think I'm going to remember here. But anyway, he had, I think, multiple wallets compromised. And he's saying he did exactly this. He just clicked on a social, I think, and it installed something automatically, and his shit's gone. Gone. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth. So be super careful. Hit that setting, guys. Like, don't download anything. Hit that setting. I want to see if I can find it because the tweet. It's helpful to see what happened. Dude, what is his name? Hang on. Is there a search? Can you search follows? Kind of want to type boss in here. How could I find this? Dude, for the fucking... Dude, I'm not following that scammer fuck anymore. It's got a grayish blue PFP. Dude, maybe this is stupid. Dude, I forgot my daughter's home. I just heard her sneeze upstairs. I forgot she's home. Yeah, I'm not going to find it. Either way, just be super freaking careful. Like, be so fucking careful. Hit that setting. Just do it. There's no reason to not just take that extra step and turn it on. People are always trying to steal your crypto. My son got his crypto stolen by downloading something, right? So it happens, and it happens a lot. Scams becoming, yes, they are becoming sophisticated hypes volatility. Yes, sir. I like that because somebody on YouTube dropped a comment. I tune in to see what to avoid. Thank you for your service. You're very welcome. Skip everything I'm talking about. Stay poor. We got a high batting average here. I'll say that. Happy to help you however I can, though. For real. No, I'm legit. You guys know I root for everybody, whatever it is you're getting into. I hope it cooks. I want everybody to win. And I know that's not how this stuff works. Like, I get if we're winning, somebody's losing, but I don't care. This is like this is a family thing. I want this crew to win. I gotta give up. I'm not gonna find him. It wasn't Boss Man. I saw him, not him. Feel like if I scroll like one line down, I'm going to find it, right? So I just keep scrolling. Yeah. Hey, cool. That's cool. I like seeing Finn doing that work there. Hey, thank you for that. Finn needs to get his ass on here. I still have not seen Finn in the chat. Not once. Finn, I hope you're watching. I've yet to see you yet. I've streamed probably, if I were to add it up, I've probably streamed 25 hours or so here. It's been like 5 days, but I've done a decent amount of streaming already. And I've yet to see Finn show up. But I love that. Nuke those streams. Check it out. Let's see where we're at. We're ranked number 3 now. And this morning, when I was peeking at this, there were all kinds of bullshit streams. If you get rid of the bullshit stuff, which I don't know why people watch it, like background music, right? I think people are listening to like background music and noise and whatever. Whatever. Do that, but go do YouTube or something. Or you know what? I don't even mind that it's here, but if you're fighting for XP, which is kind of what we're doing, then yeah, I'm glad they're clearing that shit out. So there we go. That did help. We got to number 3 today. That's our high. At our highest, guys, we got to number 1. We've been number 1 and 2 multiple days. 3 today's great. 3 today's fucking excellent. And 6 whole good morning. Volatility, that setting, go to the little 3 dots, right? Then go to settings. And then in settings, go to download. And you want to hit that setting about ask a location to download to. Turn that on. Because if you don't turn that on, it just auto downloads it. And if it's an executable or something that has like an auto installer, if it's a script or you know what I mean? If these can auto execute after you install, if they do it the right way. So yeah, hit that thing. Let me show on that tweet again. Did I back off of it? Yeah, here we go. This setting right here, ask where to save each file before downloading. Turn that on. Yeah, you do that, you should be okay. Just don't download it. You download it, it'll still, apparently execute. Hey, Mike, good morning, man. All right, we still await Finn. We'll see if he shows. Not today. I actually got to kill this in just a minute or two here. I will be excuse me, Jesus Christ. I will be live later today for sure. Again, no afternoon show. But I will see maybe Henry and Joe want to pop in. If they're around, I'm going to see if Henry and Joe want to stop in. But like reason being, okay, for streams, like morning thing here, I prep. I do it more like a show. I hit so much stuff, right? In an hour, we hit a lot of stuff. If I stream in the afternoon, I'm not prepping for it. It's hanging out. It's still going over any breaking stuff, but it's not like it's definitely not polished. Not that this ever is. But that's the difference. Afternoon show used to take hours of prep. That I don't have time for anymore. We'll do this casual. We'll stream often. That's what we'll do. Cool shit. All right, we're out of here, guys, for now. I hope your day is excellent. Again, follow the Bull AI. Follow SlamAI_XYZ. Go get your tokens from the Bull, though. Again, giving out free tokens. Tweet at him. He tweets back. He asks you some trivia. Go get his tokens before the next phase, which is coming up very, very, very freaking soon. Hope the day's great. Turn on notifications everywhere. Subscribe, SlamX Official, over on YouTube. Again, I'll be live. I will not be live on YouTube, though. When I do these abstract streams in the afternoon, it's just on abstract. It's not going to be on YouTube. So heads up about that. Okay? There we go. Mike Bennett, dude, you arrived right in time for the end. What can you do? Just the way it works sometimes. Cool stuff. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.